What is placenta previa? Your options are placenta implanted in the lower uterine segment, placenta implanted in the upper uterine segment, detached placenta before delivery, or infection of the placenta. The correct answer is A, that is placenta implanted in the lower uterine segment. The placenta previa refers to the placenta being located in the lower part of the uterus, partially or completely covering the cervix. Question number 2. What is the most common symptom of placenta previa? Your options are severe abdominal pain, painless vaginal bleeding, nausea and vomiting, or hypertension. The correct answer is B, that is painless vaginal bleeding. Painless vaginal bleeding in the second or third trimester is the hallmark symptom of placenta previa. Question number 3. What is the diagnostic tool of choice for placenta previa? Your options are CT scan, ultrasound, MRI, or X-ray. The correct answer is B, that is ultrasound. Ultrasound, especially transabdominal or transvaginal, is the most accurate method for diagnosing placenta previa. Question number 4. Which type of placenta previa completely covers the cervix? Your options are marginal, low-lying, complete, or partial. The correct answer is C, that is complete. Complete placenta previa occurs when the placenta entirely covers the internal cervical os. Question number 5. Which factor increases the risk of placenta previa? Your options are first pregnancy, previous cesarean section, young maternal age, or twin pregnancy. The correct answer is B, that is previous cesarean section. A history of cesarean section creates uterine scarring, increasing the likelihood of placenta previa. Question number 6. Placenta previa is more common in which trimester? Your options are first, second, third, or postpartum. The correct answer is that is C, third trimester. Placenta previa typically presents with symptoms like vaginal bleeding in the third trimester as the cervix begins to dilate. Question number 7. What complication is most commonly associated with the placenta previa? Your options are postpartum hemorrhage, preeclampsia, fetal macrosomia, or premature rupture of membranes. The correct answer is A, that is postpartum hemorrhage. Placenta previa can lead to massive postpartum hemorrhage due to the separation of the placenta during delivery. Question number 8. How is placenta previa classified? Your options are by the shape of the placenta, by its location relative to the cervix, by the size of the placenta, or by the stage of pregnancy. The correct answer is B, that is by its location relative to the cervix. Placenta previa is classified as complete, partial, marginal or low-lying based on its position relative to the internal cervical os. Question number 9. Which management is preferred for placenta previa at 34 weeks with bleeding? Your options are normal vaginal delivery, observation only, caesarean section, or 𝐸𝐿 and bed rest. The correct answer is C, that is caesarean section. Caesarean section is the safest delivery method when placenta previa is associated with the active bleeding. Question number 10. What is the incidence rate of placenta previa? Your options are 1 in 50 deliveries, 1 in 100 deliveries, 1 in 200 deliveries, or 1 in 500 deliveries. The correct answer is C, that is 1 in 200 deliveries. Placenta previa occurs in approximately 0.5% of pregnancies, equating to 1 in 200 deliveries. Question number 11. Hello friends, welcome back to Dear Competitive Exam YouTube channel. Today you are attending 100 most repeated and most important question answer session based on placenta previa. And this is the part 1 of this series. So let's challenge your quality of learning. Let's see what will be your score from this part 1. So do watch this video completely to make yourself more fit to answer any kind of question. And at the end, if you find this video helpful, then please do like, subscribe and share this video to all your friends who are preparing for upcoming any kinds of medical exams. Let's continue. Question number 11. Which is not a risk factor for placenta previa? Your options are multiple pregnancies, advanced maternal age, low parity, or previous uterine surgeries. The correct answer is C, that is low parity. High parity and low parity is a risk factor due to increased uterine scarring. Question number 12. What is the preferred treatment for asymptomatic placenta previa at 30 weeks? Your options are immediate delivery, corticosteroids and observation, bed rest and monitoring, or blood transfusion. The correct answer is C, that is bed rest and monitoring. Asymptomatic cases are managed conservatively with bed rest and monitoring to prolong the pregnancy. Question number 13. Placenta previa is confirmed using which imaging method? Your options are X-ray pelvis, transvaginal ultrasound, Doppler studies, or amniocentesis? The correct answer is B, that is transvaginal ultrasound. Transvaginal ultrasound provides the most accurate view of placenta location. Question number 14. When is the caesarean section typically planned in placenta previa cases? Your options are 32 weeks, 36 to 37 weeks, 40 weeks, or only during labor. The correct answer is B, that is 36 to 37 weeks. Delivery at 36 to 37 weeks is ideal to balance prematurity and risk of bleeding. Question number 15. Which condition often coexists with placenta previa? Your options are gestational diabetes, placenta accreta, oligohydramnios, or fetal anemia. The correct answer is B, that is placenta accreta. The placenta accreta, where the placenta attaches too deeply, often occurs with placenta previa. Question number 16. How is mild bleeding managed in placenta previa? Your options are immediate delivery, hospitalization and observation, emergency caesarean section, or induction of labor. The correct answer is B, that is hospitalization and observation. Mild bleeding requires close monitoring and hospitalization to manage risk. Question number 17. What percentage of placenta previa cases resolve spontaneously by term? Your options are 10%, 20%, 90%, or 50%. The correct answer is C, that is 90%. In early pregnancy, most cases of placenta previa resolve as the uterus grows upward. Question number 18. What is the major fetal risk in placenta previa? Your options are congenital anomalies, intrauterine growth restriction, preterm birth, or neonatal hypoglycemia. The correct answer is C, that is preterm birth. Preterm birth is a major concern due to early delivery, often required to manage maternal bleeding. Question number 19. Placenta previa is associated with which delivery complication? Your options are malpresentation, umbilical cord prolapse, shoulder dystocia, or fetal distress. The correct answer is A, that is malpresentation. Malpresentation is common because the placenta occupies the lower uterine segment, preventing normal head engagement. Question number 20. What is the first step in managing active bleeding in placenta previa? Your options are immediate induction of labor, stabilization of the mother, emergency hysterectomy, or fetal heart rate monitoring only. The correct answer is B, that is stabilization of the mother. Stabilizing maternal hemodynamics is the first priority in cases of active bleeding. Question number 21. Placenta previa commonly leads to? Your options are fetal macrosomia, premature labor, post-term pregnancy, or hypertension in pregnancy. The correct answer is B, that is premature labor. Placenta previa often necessitates preterm delivery to avoid complication from severe bleeding. Question number 22. Which drug is commonly used to promote fetal lung maturity in placenta previa? Your options are misoprostol, betamethasone, magnesium sulfate, or oxytocin. The correct answer is B, that is betamethasone. Betamethasone is used to accelerate fetal lung development in cases of anticipated preterm delivery. Question number 23. Low-lying placenta previa is defined as the placenta being how far from the cervical os? Your options are less than 1 centimeter, within 2 centimeter, within 5 centimeter, or exactly 3 centimeter. The correct answer is B, that is within 2 centimeter. A low-lying placenta is within 2 centimeter of the internal os, but does not cover it. Question number 24. Placenta previa is more prevalent in women with? Your options are male fetuses, smoking history, small uteruses, or unscarred uteruses. The correct answer is B, that is smoking history. Smoking increases the risk of placenta previa due to its effects on placental implantation. Question number 25. Which blood component is essential to monitor in placenta previa? Your options are platelets, white blood cells, hemoglobin, or blood glucose. The correct answer is C, that is hemoglobin. Hemoglobin levels are closely monitored due to the risk of significant blood loss. Time is to comment your score out of 25 questions. And friends, thanks for joining us on this exciting journey. If you enjoyed the quiz and learned something new, then give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our upcoming exploration of fascinating topics in the medical field. Until the next time, stay curious, stay healthy. See you.